Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jeremy, aka Uzaru Jirambe. We're back again on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle on the global side today because we're getting a new world tournament with 4 new units coming soon. Obviously the Japanese side of the game already has these because they're always ahead of us for the world tournaments, but these 4 units are now going to be coming to the global side of Dokkan Battle. So we're going to have a discussion today to talk about whether it's worth your time to go through and grind the Gotenks unit, or if it's worth spending your tickets, your World Tournament tickets, on any of these units for the Summon Banner. So all of these units, of course, will not be able to pass UR status. They're not going to be TURs. They only go up to level 100, but a few of them have some pretty good passive abilities, so they're definitely worth talking about. So 30th World Tournament is coming out this Thursday on the 26th, and it's going to be going through Sunday the 29th. And then we should be expecting our rewards sometime the following week, Tuesday or Wednesday. So something to really think about for the next day or two if you're watching this video in time. And if not, if it's past the World Tournament, obviously we can still talk about these units and see what they are worth and what they're good for. So anyway, starting out with the first one, you've got the Mighty Charge Gotenks. So the ways that you'll be able to get this card, if you can get a guaranteed copy of the unit, if you score 23 million points or higher just from grinding out World Tournament. Not talking about ranking on leaderboards or anything like that. Just score 23 million points and he is yours. Now, if you want more copies of that, you have to score 20,000th place or higher on the overall rankings. So that's up to you whether you want to go and put hidden potential investment, level up a super attack, whatever you want to do with that. If you want those extra copies of the unit, you can go about that. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about what this unit has on his leader skill, passive skill, and his super attack. So, Mighty Charge Gotenks, starting out with his leader skill, he's going to be a tech type lead with Ki +2, HP attack defense, plus 70%. Not too bad there. If you don't have a secondary leader for Dokkan Battlefield, really nice to bring him in as a secondary leader. Obviously, there are some other units you could use, but he's obviously at 70%. Not too bad. Should be able to get the job done on most of that, especially if you have a good primary leader. But anyway, super attack is going to be Dynamite Kick, raises attack and defense, and causes supreme damage to enemy. Nothing really too crazy, but where I think this character shines is his passive skill, because he's got 2 halves to his passive skill. The first half is going to be, he's going to be a Key Sphere changer, and he's going to change AGL Key Spheres to Tech Key Spheres at the start of turn. Now, if you're like me, I recently was able to get lucky enough to pull LR Friku. I don't have all of the missions complete for max damage in the Dokkan Punching Bag event. So, this is a Tech Key Sphere changer you can bring in on the event to try to change some more Key Spheres to get LR Friku that max damage. So that is the first half of his passive, really good there. Second half of his passive is he is a really good support unit. He gives youth category allies attack plus 10%, defense plus 10%, or fusion category allies attack plus 10% and defense plus 10%. The reason why this is so good is because every single copy of Gotenks that you have, any other unit of Gotenks that is on his team, will be able to take advantage of both of these categories and be able to get attack plus 40%, defense plus 10% for Gotenks just being on the team. So that's really nice there. And then obviously, any youth category allies can take advantage of the 20% attack, 10% defense, and same for any fusion category allies. So, really good there. Especially, like I say, the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenkses are already really good, and they can definitely benefit from that as well. And then his categories are Fusion, Hybrid Saiyans, Majin Buu Saga, and Youth. Personally, I'm going to be trying to get at least a few copies of this card. I think he's worth it, if not just for collection purposes, for using on some fusion teams or some youth teams. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's move on to the World Tournament ticket summon units. So we've got 3 units that we'll be able to get. 2 of them will be able to go up to the UR status, and then 1 of them will only be able, he'll start out in SR and go up to SSR. But let's go ahead and let's look here. First unit we're going to be talking about is going to be the Brutal Vengeance Cyborg Tau. Now he has a leader skill similar to Gotenks, but he's only goes up to 50%. So Tech type, Ki +2, HP attack and defense plus 50%. His super attack is going to be Super Dodon Ray, causes supreme damage to enemy with a medium chance of stunning. so that's not bad. It's always nice to have more options for stunning units, at least in my opinion. I always like having more units to choose on certain teams for stunning, sealing, stuff like that. Anyway, his passive skill is going to be Thorough Preparation, attack and defense plus 100% when performing super attack, and then he also stacks his attack and defense plus 20% with each attack received up to 80%. So he can get up to 180% attack and defense with both of those together when he's performing a super attack. So not too bad there. Nothing really in the realm of a support unit, but his categories are World Tournament, Resurrected Warriors, and Siblings Bond. So a unit you could possibly bring in on Dokkan Battlefield if need be. And then, I mean, just really, in all honesty, a lot of these characters I feel like are just some new characters to spend your World Tournament tickets on. That's going to be the Cyborg Tau. Let's go ahead and move on to the second unit, which is going to be Gentle Android's Ire Hachan. Hopefully I'm saying that right, but it's basically Android 8 is who it's going to be. And he has a similar leader skill as Cyborg Tau, except it is Strength type. So it's Ki plus 2 HP attack and defense, 50%. His super attack is Fists of Rage, causes supreme damage to enemy and lowers attack and defense. Nothing crazy there. And then his passive skill, Gratitude to Goku. Attack plus 100% for 3 turns after receiving attack and defense plus 80% when there's a Goku's family category ally on the team. Now, if you look down at his categories, though, he only is an Androids category or a Dragon Ball Saga category, so you're not going to be running him on Super Saiyan 4 Goku's family team, right? You don't want to do that. Basically, what it's going to be is you're going to be running him on a Dragon Ball Saga team with a youth version of Goku on there, and that's where he will really benefit from that. Also getting up to 180% on his attack, and then 80% on his defense. So not too bad there. Another somewhat self-sufficient unit, someone you can run on either androids, or I feel like he would benefit more from a Dragon Ball Saga team. Let's go ahead and move on to our final summonable unit, which is going to be Ruler of Frypan Mountain Ox King. So he starts out as an SR and can be awakened to SSR. However, don't let that fool you, because he actually has a fairly decent passive skill. So his leader skill, nothing too crazy, just a Fizz, Ki, plus 2 HP attack and defense, 30%. His super attack, Mighty Axe, raises defense and causes supreme damage to enemy. But where he really shines, I think, really his main thing that most people want him for is his passive skill, Treasure Guardian, defense plus 150%, and then Dragon Ball Saga category allies, Ki plus 2, attack and defense plus 30%. Now, mind you, with some of the other cards we have, it's nothing crazy, but he would be pretty good to put as a tank on a Dragon Ball Saga team. So, obviously, not too bad, especially for the type of unit he is, starting out as an SR and going up to an SSR. I mean, really and honestly, I'm probably, if I end up getting him, cool. You know, if I never get him from the summons, I'm not going to be too worried about it. But, yeah, Dragon Ball Saga category teams are getting a little bit of a buff here, if you will, with a couple of these units being able to really fill in some empty slots if you have a team that you needed to run. Yeah, that's really all I can talk about on this final unit. But yeah, these units will be coming to the game with the World Tournament. They should be available on the Summon banner as soon as the game or the World Tournament drops on Thursday. Like I say, if you're like me, I personally am probably going to be going for at least a copy of that Gotenks. I think he's worth it. And I mean, it's up to you. Judgment call on what you think of the other units. Leave a comment down below if you'd like. Let me know if you're going to be summoning on those ticket banners. Let me know if any of these guys are really going to be worth it to you or not. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video today. Thanks for checking it out. If you would like, you can consider dropping down in that bottom right corner, hitting that subscribe button, and like the video if it had some useful information for you. I appreciate you checking out the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Signing out.